All right. In this video, we are going to talk about adding a volunteer in Better Impact. And so just a little background, you've got normally volunteers can basically create their own profile and add themselves into Better Impact. And they do that by filling out an online application. That online application, which they can find on our websites, they can find on if you send them an application form link, and that application page just looks like this, and they fill out in an application, and there's a video that I did on that. So whenever they fill this out, their information goes into Better Impact, and we can see that we have a new applicant. So that's normally the way that we do it. But once in a while, you have a situation where maybe a volunteer has been working in our district for a long time, and they've always just filled out paper timesheets, and they've never had they never had access to Better Impact, and they maybe don't even have a profile. So rather than, for whatever reason, if it doesn't make sense for them to fill out an application, you can just add in and create a profile for them. So what you do is on your home page on Better Impact, you click the people icon on the top left toolbar there, and you'll see a sidebar that appears on the left side. You're going to go down to the volunteer section, add a volunteer. And within this section, it's where you are basically going to populate this information for them. So you'll put in their required information, put in their email address, you'll create a username and password. We have a naming convention that we use for our North Coast Redwoods Better Impact account, where usually it's their first name, period, last name, just like the state parks emails. And then the password, a lot of times our default password for starting is parks with a capital P, 1234. So you're going to fill out the required information. Hopefully they've given you enough information to work with. And when you've done that, you're going to go down to, if they are a pre-existing volunteer, you're going to make sure that they are listed as accepted. And you can choose to fill in that information if you want, whether their start date. But one important thing is to make sure that they are they can log hours without approval, because that means basically when you do this, you're creating their My Impact page profile. So they're able to, once they're given this, let me back up real quick. With this, once you've completed this, it doesn't send an email or anything like that to the volunteer. So you're going to have to email the volunteer and say, hey, thanks for, or you're welcome for me making your profile. Your username is this, your password is this. You're going to connect, you're going to log in at myimpactpage.com. So that's where they're going to then come in here and put their information. So that's how you create a volunteer's profile. If they're not able to do it, you do that in Better Impact. All right, have a great one.